And happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Moments away, it'll be the Denver Nuggets going up against the Utah Jazz. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jusuf Nurkic.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Haley out there with Keontae George. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Jackson in at the 4. And for the Nuggets, inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Out on the perimeter, it's going to be Brown and Johnson. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. Have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
Back to George. Jackson a screen on Murray. 6 on the shot clock. George passes to Bailey. And the 3 off target. Johnson for 3. Utah with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is from that range. Have to run him off the line.
Murray the pass to Brown. Jokic a screen. Brown the bounce pass. And Jokic with the 3.
Love the response from Jokic. His competitive spirit turned up hot.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Takes the 3. And Lauri Markkanen good for 3. Markkanen's got 6 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Brown. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Such a tough cover. I mean, Jokic with his size and physicality, you know, his body isn't chiseled, but he certainly uses it well. He forces the defense right there into a mistake.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Johnson. Now Jokic. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. He has 7.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Here's George. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Outside, Markkanen. A 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And 2 teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other
to a draw.
Now Bailey, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Murray. He had 27 points last game. Here's Gordon. The teardrop falls in.
Nice seeing Gordon get it done over some pretty tight, stingy defense there, showing just how confident he is in the post.
Here's Bailey. Here's Markkanen. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Johnson inside. Defended by George. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Murray.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Jazz trail by 4. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the two things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Johnson after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Now Bailey. Nothing on the board. Pass to George. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Wide open shot is on the money.
Getting to his spots. He's making some good reads and really benefiting his team.
Nuggets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Back to Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's George. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild. But they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Hardaway. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bailey with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
George against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Down low. Here's Gordon inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Johnson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Collier, he's checked in for Bailey. Here now, the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. The Nuggets in second.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Nuggets on D. Pass to Collier. From downtown, Jokic grabs for miss. Denver in the lead. Here's Gordon. Back to Murray. And here's Jokic. Lock at 6. Johnson in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Murray. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Collier following the score by Jamal Murray. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Luke's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. Kessler setting the pick for George. And Kessler throws it down.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Denver's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Murray against George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
No good on that one.
You know, you look at the evolution of Murray, and it's exciting to watch, quite honestly. He's a combo guard. He's got great range and scoring ability, but I like the way he's developing as a playmaker, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Walker Kessler. And it's Williams in for Keontae George. Now here's Jackson. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Orlando. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Pass to Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Jackson. No scoring in this one. Outside Williams. Jackson setting the pick here for Williams. Not really his range, and it's off target. Denver leading by 4. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. And they pick up 2. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Utah's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Nurkic kicks to Williams. Pass to Luke. From outside, off the mark. Brown the pass to Murray. It's Jokic top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A different look for Denver. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Gordon comes in for Johnson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Jamal Murray. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Utah. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Williams. .144 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Jones. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's averaging 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
Here's Collier. Hasn't made one yet. Nurkic a screen on Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
It's good. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Boy, that quick trigger mindset when Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
It's stolen by Jones. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Utah shooting to start out this game about 43%.
Oh, nice pass by Markkanen. Knows it's better to give it up than force his own shot.
There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jones with it. Pass to Valanciunas. To the paint. Here's Gordon. Markkanen pulls it in. Jazz trail by 4. Now, here's Nurkic. Here's Collier. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Clock at 4. Markkanen passes to Collier. Over Jones. And it's Collier missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Nuggets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Up front, it's Gordon and Valanciunas. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jones. And it's Brown in at the small forward. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Now, here's Valanciunas. Nothing on the board. Back to Hardaway. Valanciunas finds Hardaway. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Outside, Jones. Pass to Gordon. Outside, Jones. Here's Gordon. He's guarded by Nurkic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now here's Jones. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Just 3 to shoot. Drills it from outside.
Hey, Brown is a quality shooter. We've seen him shoot 40% from 3 for a season.
Nurkic a screen on Jones. To the inside. To the wing right side. Filipowski drains the three-pointer. Filipowski's got his second bucket of the night.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
Pass to Valanciunas. Nurkic with the steal. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Gordon. Brown down low. Utah with the rebound.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Markkanen from outside. Nurkic kicks to Markkanen. Misses the three. It's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. So it's the Jazz now, after Tim Hardaway missed from long range.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Brown finds Hardaway. And again, Denver no good. Jazz trail by 6. Markkanen with it. Picked up by Brown. Collier. That's good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Christian Brown's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Utah also making a switch. Sensabaugh is checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Gordon. Shoots over Filipowski. And it's Gordon missing. Jazz trail by 3. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri." Back to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. On offense, here are the Jazz. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Outside, Markkanen. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
He's pulled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Markkanen with it, picked up by Brown. Markkanen passes to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Williams, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. Right side, Jones. Stolen by Markkanen. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Utah.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Gordon dishes to Jones. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Brown. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. For 3, Gordon. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Now it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
Bringing that 3-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's Markkanen. He's got 10. 2 points. That one goes.
Impressive awareness from Markkanen. I mean, down on the block there, really good job of using his height to get his shots off.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for Tyus Jones. Then for the Jazz, Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Keontae George in for Williams. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Murray with the bounce pass. Jokic passes to Gordon. Brown sets a screen for Murray. Back to Gordon. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Outside Jackson. Markkanen passes to Collier. Nice ball movement by Utah. George, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And Utah has possession. The Nuggets hitting the bucket. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's his first foul. Bailey's checked in for Utah. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Houston.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Brown, the pass to Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now, here's Markkanen. 20 points for him last game against Orlando. Here's George. Here's Jackson. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside, George. Jackson, a screen on Murray. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Now Brown. Still scoreless.
Brown is a fantastic athlete. I love when he's jetting and knifing inside like this.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Nuggets making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Williams, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. 15-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. 5th, the Jazz.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Here's Denver now. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. His three-pointer's off the mark. Jazz trail by 15. Outside, George. And it's Bailey in the corner. Here's Kessler. Jokic grabs the miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Brown outside. Nailed from three-point land. Brown's got 11 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Aaron Gordon.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
To halt the run, and Bailey with the lay-in. Bailey's got his second basket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Valanciunas. The Nuggets moving the ball around. It's stolen by Bailey. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
And so here's Denver. Murray dishes to Brown. Jokic with the screen on Williams. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Jackson. George with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Williams can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Jackson, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays on the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Brown after the basket by Utah. 4 on the clock. And again, Denver no good.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Gordon's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Johnson in for Bruce Brown. And Utah also making a switch. Conchar is checked in for Williams. Now here's Gordon. 10 points for him. On the wing, Murray. Jokic kicks to Murray. Over Conchar. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Murray's got 14 points for the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
George finds Kessler. Here's Jackson. Jackson a screen on Murray. George.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Now here's Murray. He's got 14. 15 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. For 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Now here's George. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, no one can play a perfect game, but they'll have to do a few things to come close. Taking good shots, communicating well defensively, and outwork those guys across from you, Shaq.
Word.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Nuggets.
Hey, living in the paint is good living. Take it from me.
Yeah, this team doesn't settle. They're aggressive and they're physical. It's impressive to watch.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Taking a look at the Jazz, we've got George. Markkanen is out there with Jackson. Then there's Bailey. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Bailey. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back.
Denver leading by 10. And here is Murray. Pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Brown against Jackson. Brown the pass to Murray. Off target with his three.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Jokic with the screen on George. Murray kicks to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. For three, Murray. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now.
Well, you don't like to see Murray get on this kind of a roll if you're defending him now because he's creative, and once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down.
Now, here's George. He's got 8. Pass to Bailey. Now, Kessler. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Jokic with the screen on Kessler. Murray the pass to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Keontae George picks one up.
And that's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
And he makes the first. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
He hits both from the stripe.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Kevin, back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Jokic against Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Jokic over Kessler, and Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
Throws it up high, and Kessler throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
So it's Denver now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Murray dishes to Gordon. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Jazz trail by 13. Here's Bailey. And a miss there on the triple. Jokic with it. He's got 13. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Markkanen from outside.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
Here's Gordon to the left side wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Buries the long-range jumper. Jokic has got 16 points.
No surprise, Jokic is having a great night. I mean, he is a walking 3-level bucket.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
A chance now to see the numbers for Jokic. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Now, here's George. He's got 8. Outside, Markkanen. On the wing, Jackson. Over Gordon. Another miss by Utah. Here's Denver now. A big stretch here going 10-2. Pass to Murray. Gordon with a screen on George. Murray kicks to Gordon. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 5 assists tonight.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Markkanen with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Pass to George. And here's Jackson. Here's George. To the middle. Wants to get it to Kessler, and does. The shot's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Jokic with his screen on George. Murray the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Kessler. George passes to Jackson. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And Ace Bailey picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Denver. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. The Nuggets leading by 17. Pass to Hardaway. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Tip your hat to Hardaway Jr. there, guys. I mean, even in the face of aggressive defense, he stays focused and delivers.
The Jazz shooting a meager 37% for the game. Kessler a screen on Murray. Outside, Markkanen. No good with the triple.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Murray against George. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Collier. Markkanen from outside. Sinks the triple. Markkanen's got 15.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Now, here's Jokic. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Outside, Markkanen. And Utah, another 3.
And there's Markkanen with the response. Gotta love this guy's moxie.
Murray looking around. Here's Gordon. The rebound by the Jazz. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's George. And he banks in the layup. He's got 10.
Hey, he's not the quickest guy out there, but he can outsmart you and outwork you.
Now Gordon. He's got 16. Pass to Jokic. Back to Gordon. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And George kicks to Markkanen. And Utah, another 3.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
The Nuggets leading by 11. Now here's Murray. 17 points in the game. In the corner, it's Gordon. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
3 turnovers in the quarter alone. A bad stretch, and they can't win this game without better play from him.
Brown, he's checked in for Denver. Jones comes in for Murray. Then for the Jazz, Nurkic checked in for Walker Kessler. Williams comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Mikhailuk's subbed in for Collier.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now, here's Jokic. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Here's Jones. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
You know, in that first half, a lot more 3-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Here's George. He's got 10. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Mikhailuk. The tray. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Out to Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Find the lane.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Utah also making some changes. Filipowski comes in for Jackson. And it's Collier in for Williams.
With excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick-and-roll situations.
The Nuggets leading by 9. And here's Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. And here's Gordon, defended by Filipowski. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. They swipe it. From deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Hardaway. Brown outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Brown's got 14.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Filipowski with it, defended by Gordon. The shot by Filipowski, no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Valanciunas. Lays it up and banks it in. Valanciunas has got his second bucket tonight.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Outside, George. The Jazz with another miss. And so it's Denver with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Murray with it. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. That shot, no good. Jazz trail by 14. Markkanen from outside. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Murray. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, that's a nice take and make by Murray, a scoring guard with tremendous skills and confidence.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
And when healthy, Murray is a force to be reckoned with, because he can go get baskets against tough defense, and he can also make plays for others.
Here's Collier. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Murray outside. Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Stolen by Jones. Now Valanciunas, defended by Filipowski. Here's the teardrop, and he sinks the layup.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Brown outside. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Brown locked in and concentrating well there, getting that three to fall.
So it's Utah now. They trail by 16. Luke passes to Markkanen. And they double up Markkanen. Can't connect from short range. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. They get the rebound. Valanciunas, good. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Markkanen a screen on Murray. The tray. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Pass to Brown. Unloads from 13. Murray outside. And Jones has it in the corner. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Jazz trail by 21. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Filipowski, and Nurkic has it in the corner. And the layup's good off the glass. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Murray with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Brown, the pass to Valanciunas. Brown kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA has done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. A different look for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Aaron Gordon comes in for Jones. And Johnson subbed in for Murray. Utah also making some changes. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. And Jaren Jackson subbed in for Philippa. That free throw good from Brown. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And Brown drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And I like that. Markkanen needs to play like a 7-footer because he's got the talent, but he also has a pretty strong frame when he wants to use it.
And the Jazz making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Find the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good for Markkanen.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand in glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
Brown kicks to Gordon. Offline with his 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. The Nuggets leading by 17. Brown outside. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Brown.
Hey, look, the defense gave a great effort there. Good contest, but Jokic just found a way to play through the contact and make it happen.
Now here's Markkanen. Another miss by Utah. Jackson against Brown. Pass to Jokic. Back to Brown. Stolen by Jackson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Cam Johnson picks one up.
And, you know, so often the size of Markkanen overpowers the defense. Even when he gets hit, he still finishes over and through him.
George is checked in for Williams. Now here's Johnson. Jokic sets the screen for Johnson. From the arc. It's good from long range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
It's George on the wing. He's covered by Brown. And Kessler throws it down.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Kessler. Here's George. Jackson passes to Markkanen. There's the three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Brown finds Gordon. Jokic high post. Brown outside. On the three off target. Jazz trail by 17. To the inside. Here's Kessler. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Brown deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson. Poked away and stolen by Gordon. Pushing it up. And here they go. Brown wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Collier. Denver able to drain the three. Another miss by Utah. Brown deciding where to go with it. Jokic with the screen on Markkanen. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Clock is at 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Collier. Outside, Markkanen. Now, Kessler. Jokic defending. Here's George. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Brown.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
George passes to Kessler. Now Markkanen. Will it go? Jokic grabs the miss. Here's Brown. Brown the pass to Johnson. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are no doubt intriguing.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Brown the pass to Jokic. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside, Markkanen. Inside, and taken away by Johnson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Denver.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And you always hope to take charge of the season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0. 3 games left still to play this year against the Jazz.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Aaron Gordon.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
.41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Brown outside. Jokic kicks to Brown. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's Gordon missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Outside for Jackson. Here's Collier. Offline. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
All right, Aaron, a special performance for you tonight. Talk about how you were able to get it going.
Just relax, let the game come to me. Teammates did a great job finding me. And that's just kind of how the game works when you let it come to you.
He gives all the credit to his teammates. Team player right there. Thanks, Aaron.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jamal Murray.